goes Code Red right now. Hello again, wrestling fans. I'm John Germain Esquire. See, this shiny graphic tells you so. And this program is called ECWA Code Red, where we get you all the inside dirt on the past and the future of what to expect in the ECWA. And hey, this Saturday, it's Spring Battle 3. We're going to kick March off right, March 1st to be exact, at the Newark Boys and Girls Club. It'll be a fantastic top-of-the-card match for the ECWA Heavyweight Championship. In one corner, it will be the champion, Kakoa the Flying Hawaiian. He's been a fighting champ, living up to the bill that he set for himself from day one. He'll take on a man he was supposed to face in January. He now faces in March in the Napalm Bomb. We caught up with the proxy of Napalm Bomb, Mr. Joel Blackheart. Folks, if you're allergic to Joel Blackheart, you'll want to avoid your screen for the next 90 to 120 seconds. We'll see you on the other side.
This is Joel Blackheart here. I started in the 80s, continued in the 90s, took off the zeros, but when the call came, I came back to ECWA, and I came back for one reason, and that's to dominate the ECWA. I started with the Blackhearts. They're done. I now have Mr. Napalm Bomb taking on Kakoa, and it's going to be ugly for Kakoa. I'm telling you right now, I came back to the ECWA to get that heavyweight championship, and the Kakoa is going down now. March 1, now!
Well, folks, there you have it. It will be an exciting match, perhaps the most dangerous challenge to date. After all, Kakoa, known for his speed, but you have a guy in Napalm Bomb who's just as cat quick and comes off the top rope with that Swanton Bomb. Should be a doozy with the strap on the line. Well, hey, we've got a commercial break because we have bills to pay, but on the other side of that, we're going to get you ready for two more big matches come March 1st. Stick around. We've gone Code Red.
It was a night where James J. Dillon made his final ringside appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, witness history as the longest-running ECWA Mid-Atlantic champion Ricky the Model Martinez defends his championship against challenger Heartkiller Chris Wilde. If Wilde loses the match, he will no longer wrestle for the ECWA. Now available on ECWA home video at www.pridesproductions.com or on demand at www.vimeo.com/POD Productions.
I've always had an affection for blues music and rock and roll, things like that. I got into motorcycles and a lot of the hot rod racing culture at an early age, and tattoos kind of went along with it. I had always had a great interest in becoming a tattoo artist since I got my first tattoo. Honestly, I like the people. I actually learn more about myself through the people that I work with, and sometimes I think I'm actually getting the better end of the deal. They're getting nice tattoo work, but I'm getting a lot of insight into people in general and humanity. What we do is to try and make people feel relaxed. We do that with a lot of things in the shop, from the colors selected, but also the lighting. Music is not overly loud and blaring. So it's a place where somebody can come in and feel comfortable. I do a lot of research and study into cross-contamination, bloodborne pathogens, diseases, how diseases are transmitted. I started breaking the elements in my shop down into what they call common safety zones, as well as biohazard areas, to further reduce the risk of cross-contamination and making tattooing a little safer process. I have a great deal of concern for my clients and their health and safety and well-being, as well as the people that work in the shop with me.
And welcome back into ECWA Code Red. I'm John Germain Esquire. Well, folks, on the docket for Saturday, March 1st is going to be tag team warfare between the team of Breaker Morant and Apollyon and the Asian Nation, Kai Katana and Bolo Young. Now, these two teams have been circling in each other's gravity fields, in their orbits as you would, for the past few months.
Oh, wait a minute. What is going on? That's a chair in the ring. Napalm bomb and solo of a chair. And they drive Apollyon face first into the steel. But Phil Sly, oh, and a big spear by Black Ice on Napalm bomb. Solo's up and body snatch. And that's on the chair. Phil Sly pulls the chair out to protect his own interest, but now the opening clearly for the champions. Breaker Morant still woozy on the outside. I don't know if he'll be able to save Apollyon. Oh, they're lined up. 3-point stance. They've got it squared up. And there it is. Spear. Cover. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, 16 minutes, 11 seconds. Your winners and still ECWA Tag Team Champions, Body Snatcher and Black Ice, D-Line.
In a weird way, give the assist to the Legion of Destruction. They took Apollyon out the first time. Then the stereo spears by the champs take out the Legion of Destruction. And it gives them the opening to pin Apollyon. Breaker Morant just a moment too far away, unable to break the count. The champs retain. I'll tell you, D-Line has survived some pretty fierce challenges in their time here in the ECWA atop the heap as tag team champs.
Well, as tag team champs, defending against either one of these teams individually and defeating them is a feat in itself. But both of them at the same time, that's really something to behold, and really something. You know, you can hang your hat. You can, you know. I'm at a loss for words and phrases here on how amazing this is that D-Line was able to conquer not one but two huge, powerful tag teams.
Well, they retain the belts tonight. We'll have to see who's next in line to challenge, but they have survived the Legion of Destruction. They have survived Apollyon and Breaker Morant. Speaking of Apollyon and Breaker, they're the lone team up. Hey, wait a minute!
Oh, wait a minute!
That's Bolo Young and Kai Katana. You're absolutely right. The Asian Nation.
With I guess another Pearl Harbor attack here.
And the nunchucks with Bolo Young. And now Kai Katana to the high rent district.
Singling out Apollyon here.
Big splash on the felled beast. Might this be a message to D-Line and the rest of the tag team division? They won earlier tonight, and then they come out and clean up like buzzards, like vultures.
And twice tonight now, attacking their opponents, not even their opponents this time, but attacking from behind. I mean, it's really, is that just what, I mean, it sounds terrible, but is that what Asians do? Is that how they attack? I mean, the Japanese did it 72 years ago, and the Asian Nation did it twice tonight.
Well, regardless of the answer to your question, clearly Bolo Young and Kai Katana have come strong tonight. They are making it clear that they will be heard. They will be recognized here in the ECWA as legitimate contenders for those tag team belts. And wait a minute, Bolo Young, you think he's got those nunchucks? John Finnegan trying to get in and prevent their use. Morant gets Young up. And, oh, nunchucks to the face. And John Finnegan's got no choice but to call for the bell. And that's going to be a DQ of Bolo Young. Well, while he might leave as the winner, can't believe that Breaker Morant feels like a winner after having those nunchucks, which, by the way, are steel. I've held them. They're not wood, they're metal. Driven right into his face. Finally, they're going to get it on, team to team, mano a mano, and we got the thoughts of Breaker Morant as they gear up for a big-time tussle on Saturday, March 1st.
Bolo Young, listen, son. This DQ, you better take it and run. Because tonight, you lit a fire under Breaker Morant that you're not going to be able to put out. Come March 1st, you better get your little partner, Kai Katana. Because my partner, oh, he's making his comeback. The big man Apollyon will be back. And he will be by my side. And you can bet your ass that it's going to be a night you'll never forget. Because Saturday, March 1st, it's Apollyon and Breaker's time. And you two will go down. You better believe it.
The next ECWA live event is Spring Battle 3, Saturday night, March 1st, at the Greater Newark Boys and Girls Club in Newark, Delaware. Tickets available January 25th. Call 609-220-5598. It was a night where James J. Dillon made his final ringside appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, witness history as the longest-running ECWA Mid-Atlantic champion Ricky the Model Martinez defends his championship against challenger Heartkiller Chris Wilde. If Wilde loses the match, he will no longer wrestle for the ECWA. Now available on ECWA home video at www.pridesproductions.com or on demand at www.vimeo.com/POD Productions.
Well, folks, on one side it will be the former TWA heavyweight champion Breaker Morant, Apollyon, who seems to think gravity is just a polite suggestion, and two fast-twitch athletes in Bolo Young and Kai Katana. It will be a fantastic tag team match. You should be at the Newark Boys and Girls Club Saturday, March 1st to see it, and we'll let you know how to get tickets and more information as the program goes on. Speaking of more information as the program goes on, Chris Wilde will be in action March 1st. The Mid-Atlantic champion will be in the middle of the ring, taking on a man who has called him out with some very impolite words. The Dragonfly, Mark Harrow, who made his debut in the East Coast Wrestling Association, a stone's throw go.
Hold, what? Cover. Two. Now Harrow ducks a clothesline. Elbow by Dynamo. Knee lift there by Harrow.
You know what? That's a little bit of a, never give up attitude there from the Dynamo. He went for the clothesline on Harrow.
Oh, nice exploder suplex.
Harrow ducked it, and Dynamo said, you know what? Muddy Waters is on the ground here. Let me just elbow him.
Belly to belly. Yes, sir! Muddy Waters, a suplex machine. Cover. Two. I wonder if that's part of his own sort of persona to try and catch guys off guard so that when he does get close like that, he can catch him with a big-time belly-to-belly. All right, now all he caught was the floor. Harrow.
Oh, wow.
Ducks. Oh, my God! Mark Harrow between the middle and top rope to the floor. Flattening Muddy Waters. And now, the Delaware Dynamo. He wants to get airborne. They've come to impress tonight. What can the Dynamo do here?
So, did anybody ship anything through airmail?
From the top rope, the Delaware Dynamo crashes down to earth, felling his foes. And now the crowd coming round to these three men's efforts.
Now, being that they're on the opposite side of the commentary table here, so we can't really see on that side of the ring, I'm guessing by the chants from the crowd that looked quite good and quite painful.
Dynamo, side Russian leg sweep. And wait a minute, Ricky Martinez. Oh God, is that a cowbell? He just struck the Delaware Dynamo in the side of the head with a cowbell. Ricky Martinez, the Mid-Atlantic champion. Cowbell to the head of Muddy Waters.
Arrow's got a fever.
3 for 3.
And the only prescription was more cowbell.
What is Ricky Martinez doing out here? He has laid waste to our second match of the evening. Oh, and wait a minute.
Really?
Wait a minute. Is he channeling Dusty Rhodes? Is this a direct shot at his opponent tonight and his manager? We'll find out from the man himself.
I have the privilege of announcing to you tonight that the host for this year's Super 8 tournament is a prior Super 8 tournament winner. In fact, he won it last year. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Damien Dragon will return to Newark, Delaware. And we can't wait to have Damien back, and I know he's excited to see each and every one of you. Now tonight we're going to announce the first 2 entrants into this year's Super 8 tournament. The first entrant we're going to announce tonight is an individual who was going to compete in 2007 but got hurt. And he has waited 7 long years to come back here to Delaware for his shot at the Super 8 title. He's a man who's been all over the world. You've seen him on Wrestling Society X, you've seen him in TNA, you've seen him on Tough Enough. I've seen this man in person. He is one of the most dynamic talents ever to lace up boots. On April 5th, 2014, he's coming here to Delaware with one goal in mind, to win the Super 8. The first entrant for the tournament is M-Dog 20, Matt Cross. And as the weeks go on, you will learn more about all the entrants. You'll see highlights of them on the various channels through which you learn about ECWA events, so check that out and we'll let you know as we get closer to the tournament. Now our second entrant into the tournament is here tonight. This man is in the building, and until just about now, did not know he would be in the tournament this year. But I'm going to tell him, and I'm going to tell him to his face when he gets out here. This man is a fast-rising star in the Mid-Atlantic. In fact, he's already built a reputation as a Grand Slam champion with DCW. And on April 5th, he will look to make his mark right here in the East Coast Wrestling Association. It's my honor and privilege to bring out at this time the Maple Leaf Machine, KO Storm. Come on! Who's the man up?
This isn't about you.
You gotta answer some questions. I come out here last month. You invite Dragonfly Mark Harlow up here, and I get that this is an awesome chant, and you can't respond to me. You can't send a call, an email, can't even send a Facebook message.
We don't care.
What do you think you're doing? I don't care about you. You don't give me some answers. I'm not going nowhere until I get some answers. Yeah, I am. And Dragonfly Mark Harlow, you're not going to ignore me. You are not.
Get out of the ring. More. Get out of the ring. Get out of the ring. Put the microphone.
What are you looking for me? You're a fly. What are you doing, Chris? Come on, give me some answers. What are you doing?
Well, the last time we saw Mark Harrow, he was doing quite well for himself in a triple threat match against Muddy Waters and the Delaware Dynamo. Now, Ricky Martinez channeling Dusty Rhodes and a cowbell may have short-circuited that, but clearly Harrow means to make a statement. And what bigger statement could you make than to take out the soul of ECWA, the Heart Killer Chris Wilde? That's going to be one of our attractions come Saturday, March 1st. This is ECWA Code Red.
The next ECWA live event is Spring Battle 3, Saturday night, March 1st, at the Greater Newark Boys and Girls Club in Newark, Delaware. Tickets available January 25th. Call 609-220-5598.
And one more time, and from this really large banner, I'm John Germain Esquire. We're going to wrap up another episode of ECWA Code Red. Well, before I get to the breaking news, let's just give you one more quick look at what you can expect on Saturday, March 1st. A top-line main attraction kind of match will be for the Heavyweight Championship. The champ, Kakoa the Flying Hawaiian, the self-professed lover of coconut moisturizer for his hair, will take on the Napalm Bomb easily. The toughest test to date for our champion. You cannot miss that match, because if you do miss that match, you'll also miss a big tag team bout between Breaker Morant and Apollyon as they take on the Asian nation of Kai Katana and Bolo Young. But that's not all. We'll also see Mark Harrow, who looks to make a huge statement in the East Coast Wrestling Association, challenge the Mid-Atlantic champion, the Heart Killer Chris Wilde. Can he take down the soul of ECWA and give himself a signature win? We'll see if Mark Harrow is crazy or crazy good on March 1st. This is going to be a big night of action, folks. For tickets and information, there's a website address right here. Go there, get more, and buy your tickets now. I will see you, we will see you on Saturday, March 1st. I'm easy to find. I'm the guy in the suit. Come say hi. For everybody at POD Productions and the East Coast Wrestling Association, I am John Germain Esquire. Set your watches accordingly. Saturday, March 1st at 6 p.m., you need to be at the Newark Boys and Girls Club for Spring Battle 3. That'll do it for this edition of Code Red. See you Saturday.
ECWA. Become a fan all over again.
Both to the same corner. And this, you get the feeling whatever's going to happen here is going to end badly for somebody, probably both men. Clubbing blows traded. Az to the back, Wilde to the midsection. Azrael wants to suplex him. I don't even know where. But Wilde hanging on for dear life. Azrael now on the inside, Wilde on the outside. And the shoulder to the midsection of Azrael. Wilde's perched on the middle rope. And oh my goodness! 1, 2, 3, that will do it! Chris Wilde digging deep into the bag of tricks tonight. And from the middle rope hits a sunset flip. With powerbomb force to put away Azrael. Now you can see Rob Vegas coming to check on his friend. But Chris Wilde, a successful first defense of the Mid-Atlantic Championship. You know, credit where credit is due. Azrael pushed him to the limit. We knew he would coming in. And these two men do not disappoint. And they have set the tone for the title matches to come, as well as the Golden Opportunity match number 5 later tonight. But Chris Wilde, he will leave as your Mid-Atlantic champion. For Azrael, he comes up a little bit short. But still a great showing in the losing effort. And hey, wait a minute. Wait, Team CK, what are they even doing out here? What business do they have jumping Rob Vegas and Azrael after that match? Vegas dumped to the outside. Cage just standing over Azrael, who just got through that grueling affair with Chris Wilde. Oh no, wait a minute. Are they setting up for that move we saw earlier tonight? It looks like it. Super kick. Power slam. And Team CK clearly sending a message to all of ECWA, coming out here another time tonight to pick at the bones of Azrael and Rob Vegas after that match. Sort of forcing ECWA management to pay attention to what they have to say here to start 2014. Now they're just chirping with security. They're chirping with the referees at ringside. I mean, these guys clearly, you know, there's a line between sending a message and just being flat out jerks. And they are very clearly the latter of the two. And now, you can see Sean Carr just daring Rob Vegas to go in and check on his friend. I mean, this is unnecessary. This is just absolutely unnecessary. I don't get what these two are trying to accomplish at this juncture. You know, you've made your statement, you've made your presence felt, we get that. So there's a fine line here. John Finnegan trying to broker the peace. And given his veteran presence, you'd imagine he'll be able to at some juncture. Telling Team CK to get to the back. Now Rob Vegas finally appears to be able to go and retrieve his friend Azrael. Well, ending that will be much talked about both in Chris Wilde's retention and the actions of Team CK. But we've got a lot more up ahead tonight, folks, and we'll cap it off tonight with the heavyweight title on the line.
Give me some help! I want somebody in here!